We should do like the Friends clip.
I
hated it. Yeah.
I'm not doing that
Anyway, so Californication, I don't understand what that song's about.
I don't understand half the shit the Red Hot Chili
All of
Peppers
the
say.
songs, as much as I like them.
That's all I'm hearing.
It's amazing though, but Californication, I don't know what it's about.
It's okay. Apparently, Red Hot Chili Peppers gets you a ticket to the bad place, according to the show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I had no idea.
100%.
That's fucking great. All right, so the good plays. Let's continue.
Yeah.
I haven't seen much of it, but it looks pretty funny.
It's actually really good. I have been binging it the last couple days because I'm a trash fire.
It happens.
And I've been really enjoying it because it kind of reminds me of like Parks and Rec a little bit, but like less of obviously not in a mockumentary style, but like the concept of it's just very fascinating.
Is it not probably made by same or similar people?
I think so. I think like the same couple people had like a hand in both shows.
Yeah, because it does have that same like the colors and everything.
It's very vibrant.
Set is very like
very
sunny, and even though it is talking about like some dark subject matters and stuff that are very serious,
it's like weirdly dark.
Yeah,
it's so funny though.
But it still keeps, just like Parks and Rec, it still keeps that kind of sunny disposition.
Right. Yeah. No, and like it's seamlessly diverse without it like trying too hard to be diverse,
such as shows like Glee, maybe.
Which I mean,
for its time,
I was an avid fan of Glee. Like I watched that shit from beginning to end.
For its time, it was definitely something that was good to have.
Yeah, it was. It needed to happen, but like God, it was definitely trying.
It's like,
too
hey,
hard
I'm
sometimes.
gay, and hey, I'm
like,
in a wheelchair.
There are moments in the show where like the main like what's her name, Kristen Bell's character.
Yes.
Kind of like weirdly, like she very lightly touches on like I might be a little gay. Like she talks about female characters in such a way, it's just like, you know, she's got like legs that go on for days and like very amply breasted this person. I'm just like, it's like I might legit be into Tahani is the other character's name. I'm just like, yeah, you might be. Hell yeah.
I fuck with that. We've had shows where like the characters are slowly discovering themselves, but it does still have this time frame of happening within like a season or an episode, and like I'm guessing that Kristen Bell's character is more of like developing over time, where she just kind of like says something and then like one day is like, you know what, like,
yeah, it's like a running gag kind of thing.
And how many seasons has that show been
It's in its third season, so it's not like been around forever, but it's doing
still
pretty good.
I mean, 3 seasons in, and it's still not confirmed whether, you know, she's bisexual or whatever.
But what's really nice about it is that it feels like she doesn't have to say it out loud.
She just says it, and that's I think an important
like she doesn't have to have the moment of like, I'm coming out.
Yeah,
you know,
because not everyone's like that. Not everyone's coming out is like super like out there, or like not everyone who is queer or gay or whatever is super flamboyant and stuff. Like there's different types of people,
and to compare with like the next show that we were going to discuss, like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, like they do have moments where they're like, yes, I am this, and like they have like an arc about it for an episode, but it doesn't define the rest of the character, and it becomes like this very nonchalant thing.
And I think that's still it's important in its own way.
Much better done than Glee.
I didn't mean to shit on Glee. If you love Glee, I'm sorry.
I mean, I loved Glee. I really did, but like
everything had to have a moment.
Everything. And there are just sometimes where you don't need it to have that much of a moment.
It's fine for both, honestly. Like, there are people out there that just, like, slide past. Their coming out moments are very, very small. And then there are some people who do need to see that representation of a big moment that went well and didn't end in, like, misery.
It came out to you at Starbucks.
Oh, shit, bitch. Like, it's been so long, I don't even remember.
Like 5 years ago.
Damn!
Yeah, I came out to you and Lydia at Starbucks, just like, guys, I think I also like girls.
It was like a big moment, but it was like just the few of us, like in a corner in Starbucks. Like, yay!
She's like, that's cool, dude. Hell yeah.
Good for you.
You want to go, like, do something else now?
yeah, The Good Place, I think it's a good show so far. Like I said, I haven't seen much of it, but I appreciate that it is very casual like that.
And it's got some like really interesting dark humor.
Mhm.
I think you'd appreciate
Probably.
it. It's very like dry in a lot of ways as well, which is funny coming that's like technically a show about heaven and the afterlife and all that. So it's really interesting how they go about it, and I think you'd like it. And I think you'd like
enjoyed
Brooklyn
the
Nine-Nine.
few. I do enjoy. I like
Oh,
Brooklyn
right.
Nine-Nine. I'm terrible at watching things. I like film, but I don't watch anything because I'm dumb. But like,
Same.
I just cannot bring myself to like binge watch.
I actually haven't seen any of the latest season of Brooklyn Nine-Nine yet, which I want to get on that, but I also want there to be like more for me to watch, so I'm like waiting until a couple episodes are out.
And then you're just gonna go,
Yeah.
just watch it all. You've already seen the clip with Eugene, right?
I saw the clip.
Yes.
I haven't seen the whole episode.
I saw
I'm
the
just
clip.
like, that's my boy.
Good job, Eugene.
You did so well.
It was
And
so
now,
good.
and like Lin-Manuel Miranda is gonna be in an episode, and he's gonna have like an actual like character. He's not gonna have like just like a cameo.
Oh.
So
is he gonna be throughout the whole season?
no, just like in that episode.
Okay, but
it's
it's
gonna like have an arc. Like he's gonna be the main, one of the main parts of that episode.
I was talking to you earlier about
Yes.
like asexuality not being,
Still don't see a whole lot of that.
except for Todd in BoJack Horseman, which is like the main example I could think of. And they still do the whole thing where it's in between.
They showed the progression of just like having someone discover that there's a name for this thing that they've experienced their whole life, and just like watched the relief that came about him because of that. It's just like, I am not alone in the way I'm thinking, because a lot of people will shit on the concept of like labels and like wanting to have something to call your sexuality.
Because for some people that does feel like restricting. Like, I
Right.
just want to be the person that I am without having like to put something on it. Why can't I just be who I am? And that's fine for some people, but for some other people, you do need to have that label, and it is comforting to
Right.
have a name for something that, especially for so long, you had no idea.
Like, saying bisexual for me just like feels right and helps me feel better about it. And like, there's a name for what I am, so like, it must be real, you know?
And also, people are gonna ask.
Right.
People are curious, and it's just easy to be like, I'm queer. Like, just throwing it out there.
And then you get into the
Cats.
debate of like, should I say bisexual or should I say pansexual, or should we just like all say queer, or this, that, and the other? Like, and it's up to you to decide like what you want to call yourself,
Whatever
and what
you're
box you
comfortable
want to
with.
fit yourself into, if you want to fit yourself into a box. I mostly say bisexual because personally I like the colors of the bi flag better. I'm a slut for purple.
Purple!
That's all that is.
For me, I'm more of a blanketed person, just like covering it all. Queer works for me. It's whatever I feel in that moment. I'm sure everyone has watched it.
Oh God.
By now. I enjoyed it. I really did. I liked it a lot.
I really only saw like the bits and pieces that I walked in on you watching. I was just like, whew.
Those wild moments.
Good fucking Christ.
It's a lot that goes on, and like I said, a lot of you have probably seen it already.
Stop sexualizing a serial killer.
Please. But at the same time, so I hate that like I started that with saying but. Talking about sexualizing. Before I saw any bit of the show, I was like on Twitter being like, oh my God, all these people are like sexualizing this character on this show, and I knew that it was creepy, and I knew that the character was like murdery and stalkery and all this shit.
Super murdery, super stalkery.
I was like, what the fuck? How are people still sexualizing these like gross, toxic male characters? And then I saw like half an episode. I was like,
Oh my God!
I was like, damn.
Okay,
He's
Penn.
not charming.
Penn is hot. Yes, he is a physically attractive man.
One of my neighbors.
That happens to murder.
Yeah.
I have empathy. I have sympathy for people. I care about people. But do I enjoy watching others who don't? Yes. It's really fucked up. I can't explain the psychology of it, except for, to me, it prepares me for things that can definitely happen, especially being a woman. You don't
Remember
tell.
when I was like just gonna go through a walk in the neighborhood at night and I didn't like have a knife or anything?
Yeah.
Like, oh, did you forget?
Like an
Did
idiot.
you forget how brown and also a female you were? Like,
Yeah. Did you forget that you have titties and a vagina?
and-
Like, are female representing? Did you forget that? Like, you can't just just be out here walking around. I guess it prepares me. It gives me like a little roadmap of what to do in case I get murdered or someone tries to murder me. Even the opening of the show is just so over dramatic. You saw the ending. It kind of ended the same way, where he just overly romanticizes it.
He like just saw her walk into the bookstore and she's like, I'm gonna analyze your whole life.
Like, I know you.
Every dude's like that.
And if you didn't catch that from the beginning, like I don't know what to tell you.
Every man in my life has always been like just like
you're this kind of woman.
Yeah, I'm like, I can just read people and I can tell that you like this more than you say you do, and you're actually like really secretive about this, and like you got this aspect of your life that you don't like talking about, but there it is. I'm just like, but God forbid, I like astrology a little bit. All of a sudden,
you don't know me. Being a Scorpio means nothing. Fucking lunatic.
Acting like a textbook Scorpio.
I think people didn't really catch that and took it seriously, and then started to like think that was cute.
The thing is, Beck also sucks.
Everyone in that show.
Sucks.
Yeah.
Fucking, what's her face?
Shay Mitchell's character sucked.
Yeah.
All
she's
of
hot,
the rest
though.
Yeah, she was very hot.
She was very attractive.
She was very attractive. It sucked
10
how
out of
much
10.
she sucked.
She really sucked too.
She
It's
sucked
just like,
I mean,
damn.
she was basically.
I loved her character in Pretty Little Liars.
Yeah, oh yeah. I didn't see that show either because, like I said, I don't watch anything. But I
actually
have
watched
an
most
idea.
of it. I have not watched like the last season and a half because I'm just like, I'm tired. I'm tired of like having
Someone
to
was
find out
talking
who's
about
A.
that at work today, and they were like, I just couldn't get it. There was just too much going on. Like, Mona was A, and then she wasn't, and she faked her death.
And then it was Ezra. And
sorry
then,
if I'm spoiling anything for anybody right
this show
now.
has been out for like 10 years. It should be fine at
I
this
hope
point.
it's fine. But yeah, I actually was going to finish the series. I read the books. I started to read the books, and then the show came out, and I tried to watch the show, and it just didn't hit. It wasn't hitting. So I just stopped.
I also watched Gossip Girl though, and like, it's weird seeing Penn Badgley in this character because his character on Gossip Girl was pathetic.
Yeah,
like it was just the nerdiest little. I'm a sad little fuckboy.
No, he is grabbing love by the balls,
100%.
well, yanking it by the hair, putting it in a room, and then locking it up like a little rat. That's what he's doing with love in this show. I didn't like anybody. Like, there was no character except for guy who worked with Penn's character. The big brown guy who was just doing his job.
He was just there.
He was just there. He was just doing the best he could.
And I feel like that show can be a beautiful example of like what you can accomplish when you mind your business.
Yup. Joe would be like, no, I got it. He'd be like, all right, you got it, Joe. Like, I'm gonna go do like some
other bookstore things.
Right. He was just minding his own business.
Staying in his lane.
He was the most
That's how he
interesting
didn't
character.
get murdered.
Season 2 is happening, and I'm going to watch, even though I hated everybody. It's just an interesting show to watch.
I do kind of want to go back and watch and like actually watch the first season.
Yeah.
And see if I like fall in love with Joe again.
Please don't. Oh my god.
I hope I don't.
I'm watching
but I was also I was also that bitch that like was in love with Edward back in the day.
Oh no.
Like I was 13.
Yeah, no. I
also that bitch that was like, I want a Romeo.
I was
like
Team
really
Switzerland. I
fuck
wanted
off.
both because I'm selfish.
I never liked the Joker.
Oh, I mean, me neither.
Sexually.
Yes.
A lot of people do.
Sexually.
Yeah,
no, that was never a thing for me either. I mean, what other characters are sexualized? That's kind of weird.
This is a very niche musical thing, but the Phantom from Phantom of the Opera, people sexualized his character and was just like, oh my god, he's so romantic, he just loves her so much. No, that's a toxic, controlling ass man,
That's
y'all.
very similar
it's
to
not
Joe's
something
character.
that you want.
Yeah, no, I just
Murdered people.
If you don't feel like you can breathe a relationship, if you feel like you have to do everything with that person, you feel like you're becoming one instead of being two separate people coming together, then it's
gonna break my neck.
Not good.
Gonna break my neck.
It's not good. So just watch out for that if that's something that you're going through.
Yeah.
Russian Doll. Watch it.
Positive moment.
I mean, that's kind of. I mean, it's about death. It's like a weird, more female-oriented Groundhog Day. I haven't even seen the original Groundhog Day because once again, I don't watch anything. But I watched this. I binge watched this from like 1 to 5 a.m. And it was so funny. It was so good. It's written by Natasha and also Amy Poehler.
Oh,
it's so
nice.
Yeah, now you're interested.
Now I'm interested.
Yes.
I love me some Amy Poehler.
Yes.
Don't particularly care for Tina Fey. I think that's why I couldn't get into 30 Rock.
Why don't you like Tina?
I'm not really into Tina Fey. I feel like Tina, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna get a lot.
No, I need to know. I need to know because I like them both.
See, like,
ish.
I thought Mean Girls was like way overrated. I said it. Mean Girls was not.
Someone told me to wear pink tomorrow. I said I don't do that shit. I'm not doing it. I don't have anything pink.
I want you to know that my computer's been rebooting this entire time. It's like
okay.
Had no reason to be open. Okay.
Take it out to the back.
Time to take care of you. Fucking Tina Fey, I don't know. I feel like she's always trying so hard to be like relatable and relevant.
Really?
Yeah.
I think she still remains relevant.
I think she hasn't
But
really
you
had
think
like a
she's-
thing since Sarah Palin was like relevant.
Oh, I can see Russia from my house. Don't come for her. It was good.
It was good.
For
But
10, 11 years ago.
10 years ago.
So you really think she hasn't been putting out anything worth it? And, besides her little SNL appearances every now and again?
Those have been okay. Like, she just doesn't really do it for me. It's just like, I like, even Amy Poehler's like standalone stuff doesn't really do anything for me, but like, I really like what she's written, like what she's had a hand in.
I think Amy is, and I could be totally wrong. I mean, I've seen some stuff from Tina Fey beyond like Sarah Palin and
Tina
SNL
Fey
that like
plays way too much into like the I'm not like other girls woman though. Like I feel like her character in 30 Rock was like way too slut shamey for me to get into it.
I will say that I was about to say I think Tina takes the more like moralistic, like you should be this way person, and it's
sometimes
a little
Amy
uptight.
Poehler has that, because she definitely had that in Parks and Rec occasionally.
But it's goofier.
Yeah, it's a lot
I think
goofier.
Amy
And then
is the
also,
goofier
didn't
one.
Amy Poehler doesn't she produce fucking Broad City?
I think so.
Like, she has a hand in Broad City.
I think so, yeah.
I can't be mad at Amy Poehler because she brought that to us.
Thank you.
So, I was in a fucking sex shop.
Yeah.
And I was looking for a gift for a white elephant party.
Mm-hmm.
I got a vibrator. It went over great. But fucking Broad City has fucking, like, Kegel balls.
They have their own brand of Kegel balls?
Yes.
Where?
100%.
Everywhere?
At the fucking sex shop
Anywhere?
down on Jefferson.
Specifically or anywhere? Can I just go into Spencer's and like pick them
You
up?
could try. I didn't check Spencer's. I was at that sex shop.
Not that I need Kegel balls. I mean, this is tight. Don't forget. This
Don't
shit
at
is
me.
fucking string cheese if anything goes in there. I'm ripping apart.
Oh,
Bursting at the seams.
I'm upset.
Just letting you know,
I'm
boys. Anyways.
So watch Russian Doll.
It's great.
I
I
haven't
didn't
seen
talk
it.
anything about it. It's just I think the editing is really nice. I think that Natasha she does this character, and if you guys know who I'm talking about, it's the same girl who was in American Pie with like the long curly hair. She just plays
Orange
this.
is the New Black as well.
Yeah,
The
which-
crazy
Didn't watch.
crackhead. The crazy lesbian crackhead.
Yeah, she plays that kind of character very well, and it just works for her. Sometimes we do get bored of people who play the same kind of characters over and over and over, but I don't mind it. I think she does it really, really well. Check it out. It's a good show. It's funny as fuck. Shane Dawson.
Yes.
Yes?
We should have. This show is sponsored by Chuck E. Cheese.
Hell no!
No, it's not.
I do
Absolutely
not want any part of that.
We had pizza at work the other day, and my manager was like, I wanted to order pizza from Chuck E. Cheese. I wanted to do like a third-party little investigation. I'm like, I don't trust that shit.
No!
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. I've had 2 birthday parties there, 6 and 7 years old, and I am disgusted to this day. Like, the pizza looks crazy. It looks unreal.
You don't remember anything about how the pizza looked back then, do you?
I mean, a little bit. I remember a lot of cheese, and that was good, but, like, Yeah, like all the pizza kind of comes out really fucked up looking to the point where you're like, are these different pizzas?
Wait, seriously?
Like different pieces of
low-key?
pizzas? Yeah, like low key.
God damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. Y'all are crusty for that.
We're watching you,
Y'all
Chucky.
are sloppy as shit for that.
We're watching you, Chucky.
That ain't right.
That's disgusting.
But okay, so overall opinion of the
The actual like films, yeah.
yeah,
I think they're really good.
they're really good.
They're really interesting.
I want to go back and watch one of the ones where he talks about like hidden sexual messages in children's stuff because I think that shit's funny. The suicide shit, I was just like, oh, I don't like this.
Wait.
This is making me sad.
Wait, children's stuff? What do you mean by it? Wait.
Like video clips of like Donald Duck with a boner or like
That's hilarious to you?
yeah, that's kind of funny. Is that not funny to people? Or like the weird like overt sexualization in like Looney Tunes and shit.
Or like in Disney.
Yeah,
like the...
that shit's funny. Like the sex in The Lion King, the penis in The Little Mermaid castle. That shit's funny. Is that not funny? I think that's hilarious.
Jay, is it funny? It's our producer.
Weigh in on this. Is it funny? But I think it's funny.
I think it's all
Naked
kind of
lady during
interesting.
the Rescuers.
Yeah, no, I think it's funny. I think it's kind of funny.
But like the suicide shit that he talked about in this recent one, I was like, I don't like this.
Not funny.
A lot of guns. Daisy Duck with that gun. I didn't like that.
I
didn't even touch on the fucking Donald Duck as a Nazi video.
I am quicker to dismiss the suicide thing than I am the sex thing. I think they're both like goofy theories, but I think that I am more inclined to think that companies are trying to get kids into that kind of shit than they are suicide for some reason. I don't know.
You don't think the suicide stuff is like very like calculated?
No, I think that those cartoons were just, I mean, does it promote violence? Possibly.
Yeah, like I mean, there's definitely no saying that like those things were not super like excessively violent. And that one comic strip with the Mickey Mouse being like, "Oh, Minnie left me. Goodbye, cruel world." Like,
that was
rate
really
that Mickey impression from 1 to 10.
that was like fucked up. It was fucked up, but like I don't know. I just can't see it. And
humor was different back then, or whatever.
I think so. I think it also chalks up to like the humor being slightly different.
You don't see that shit
and
like,
that being
anymore.
And that being kind of funny because it was very blasphemous and almost unthinkable to do something as bad as like kill yourself because people were much more religious than I would say they are now. And yeah, so that's why I was like, that was literally them just trying to be funny, I think. And I don't know, I couldn't read into that one for some reason. But hey, I mean, we don't know.
I thought it was interesting how like when they were talking about the iPhone glitch where you could like hear someone as they were calling you or something, that was freaky. But then like the story came out like days before he like released the video of Apple being like, yeah, there's a glitch on FaceTime.
Every time Apple has something come out about them, they're just like, we fess up, yeah, it's true, like we do that, we listen in on your conversations, we make your phone slow as fuck. Yeah, we, you know, it happens, but
I'm not gonna use an Android. Like,
I can't use an Android anymore.
I've very, very much said, like, out loud, like, my phone could leak my nudes to my whole family and I still wouldn't get a Galaxy.
Just all up in that cloud.
Like,
mean titties. Everywhere. Doesn't care about it, though.
I don't.
She's not using an Android.
I'm not using an Android. It's all you. You had that fucking Windows phone? That shit sucked.
Why are you going to bring up my past like that? I was weak. I had a moment of weakness.
You went through a fucking Nokia.
Listen, my phone broke. My phone broke, and my parents were like, "That's it. You're getting this Nokia, not even a flip phone. It was just a phone. It was like this big.
That shit's not listening on your conversations.
Nope. And maybe we should go back to that. Maybe we should go back.
We're not gonna, though.
No, we're too used to this.
Fucking, like, and that's kind of what I hate about places like Urban Outfitters trying to, like, bring things back for nostalgia's sake. Fuck you if you think I'm paying $5 for an old cassette. Not even an old cassette. A cassette of the music from, like, fucking Love, Simon, which came out 2 years ago. I'm not buying a cassette for that. Are you fucking kidding me?
Plug in this rotary phone into your actual cell phone that you use.
Absolutely not. I'm, like, kind of morally against, like, oh, let's listen to stuff on records because it sounds the way it's supposed to and whatever. No, fuck you. There are outdated forms of entertainment and they're outdated for a reason.
You can hear the static so much better.
You can hear the farts that they made in the studio. Great.
It's so
I'm not
clear.
interested.
Like, I can hear John Lennon farting right now.
I don't want that.
It's so nice.
And, like, if anyone tries to, like, bring back VHS tapes, we're fighting. Like, meet me
You don't
want to
have to rewind.
Cash me outside.
You don't want to have to take it to Best
Absolute-
Buy.
Nah!
Best Buy? Blockbuster is what I meant. Best Buy's
We
still
have
around for now.
We have so few appliances that we need anymore, like, entertainment-wise. Like, because we used to have to need a TV, a VCR rewinder, and then we all got DVD players when that started being a thing.
Mm-hmm.
We need
Blu-rays.
so little now.
Yeah.
All you need is, like, a TV, because most things are smart capable
and you
now.
just, like, fucking put the thing on that.
Or in our case, we're like a Fire Stick. It's in flash drives now.
Everything is becoming
Why are you trying
one.
to bring back inconvenient means of watching media?
Because it's fun.
No!
I just want to feel like I'm from the 80s, okay?
I feel very strongly
I
about
feel like
this.
I'm from the 80s, all right?
I'm, like, personally offended by
Like, I
cassette
just
tapes.
feel
If
like...
I see anyone with a Walkman, I'm
If
punching
I was
them.
born... anyway, we were talking about fucking Shane Dawson.
Dawson.
And the fucking pizza and the fucking suicide shits. And
Man.
honestly, I think the things that he's covered in his films are actually not that, like, crazy, if that makes sense.
No,
he's
I think so,
covered things
too.
in his other conspiracy, like little...
The craziest thing in this most recent one was the Chuck E. Cheese thing.
Well, I mean, his friend, honestly.
Also that, yes.
Yeah. But, like, I feel like his other videos in the past of the conspiracy theories have been actually really interesting. He chose the ones for the film that weren't, if you just look at it, like, crazy, but he has a way of editing and making a story out of these
really
things
fun.
that make it more fun and interesting to watch. So I still like it.
Chuck E. Cheese is gonna get that video down.
I don't know. People are really petitioning to keep it up.
He talked to his lawyers. Like, technically, he didn't say anything.
No,
that, like,
disclaimer. He's not.
Yeah,
it's
like,
just for
he's
fun.
legally in the clear. So they can try it, but I don't think they're gonna get very far.
They're
also,
not.
you gotta address that. Why do your pizzas look like
Why
that?
do your pizzas look
Because
like
there
that?
is no explanation that
None.
makes sense for that.
It's disgusting.
That's
Stop it.
really, really unsettling.
We're watching.
Like, come out, say something about it.
I just want to let you know I didn't see anything on your screen.
I saw time, so
Okay.
we still got.
Let's wrap it up. All right. So I mean, Shane Dawson has come a long way.
He has. He really has.
I did not watch a lot of him back when he started on YouTube, which was 10 years ago, probably over 10 years ago.
There's a lot of, like, really gross stuff that, like, you say, like, a lot of people would say, like, oh, well, it was funny back then, but it wasn't. But, like, still a lot of us, like, ignored it. Like, there was a lot of blackface and stuff in that like, just was never really addressed.
Blackface where? Who?
Like, he used to do a lot of blackface, dog.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know
And he used
that.
to, like, get, like, low-key permission from his, like, black friends to say the N-word. Like, a lot of his stuff was really, like, fundamentally not good.
I did not know that
And,
at
like,
all.
he's come so far.
Well, I like who he is now.
Like, he's definitely I think that's one of the biggest reasons why he did the Jeffree Star series. Just, like, as two people who have, like,
relatable.
who have got, like, or at least tried to do a complete, like, image 180 in the past 10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is going to understand, like, the other one better but them?
Each
you know?
other.
Did
Okay.
that sentence make sense?
I
don't
get
know.
it.
Like,
No, I get it.
Jeffree Star's biggest controversy was very old as well, and, like, Shane's content has very much changed.
Evolved.
I mean, there was the whole fucking Shanae persona and everything. Like, he had, like, the whole ghetto girl thing, and, like, he had, like, really offensive stereotypical characters because like the shock value comedy was what was working
in the
beginning of
to late
YouTube.
2000s.
But like he has grown as a creator, as a filmmaker, and as an artist, and like I'm really I find what he does to be like so fucking funny now.
And just interesting.
And
like,
interesting,
he could be talking about nothing, but the way that he edits,
he
his
did a
faces.
whole video about like how a video idea of his went wrong, and he ended up looking like just really creepy and weird. It was just really funny, and I love his dynamic with his group of friends, and I love like how genuinely like joyous he seems to be now, and like content with like where his life is. Lots of noise. So
I mean, where do we see him going from here? Like,
I'm just interested to see him progress as a filmmaker.
Is he gonna get his own Netflix show? Is
I am about it. Netflix, give him a platform.
I wouldn't hate it.
Y'all have all this true crime shit. Let him do one.
Who do we want to see him do next? And like a next docuseries?
Well, who do you want to see him?
I mean, the Try Guys. I think that would be cute. I think that would be fun.
I feel like the Try Guys are gonna do their own documentary.
They
on, like,
would,
how they left
but I want to
BuzzFeed
see
and
Shane's version of it.
I want to see Shane do Tay Sunday. What happened to Tay Sunday? What happened to Chocolate Rain?
Can anybody make a documentary about that? Doesn't have to be Shane necessarily. I just need one now. You said that, and I was like, I miss him. I miss you, Tay Sunday.
We need you. We need you back, man.
Let's make it.
Okay, so we're gonna make it.
Let's contact Tay Sunday. Like, let's do a documentary.
We're doing it.
All right.
Shane, you can't take it now.
All right. Well, how are we gonna end this now?
I don't remember how we wrap it up. Whatever. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Hook us up with Tay Sunday's contact info if you want to see that shit. And we will see you next time.
Also, yes, I was wearing a wig.
Yeah.
This
she
isn't my real
didn't just
hair.
like spontaneously grow.
I didn't
a
just
foot
do
and a half of hair.
and then it just came
Wouldn't
out.
that be lit though?
I wish.
Okay.
Like, it's just wild. Like, I'm into true crime. I appreciate the
So if
renaissance.
I'm ever killed.
Oh, fuck
That's
off.
why.
I am not going to ever
First
listen
person to look
here.
for.
Are you kidding me? Don't put that out about me. Are you kidding me? I'm out here being black and you're not going to say that? Have me killed immediately.